So Joe Saria, just 28 years old, but over the 4,000 run mark. He's gone during this series. His average, amazingly, is under 30, but he's played some explosive innings. Also 28 years old, playing his 84th match. He's scored over 1,000 runs. The average is very low, but he has got that 100 against Kenya. That's the way he plays. If it's up to him, he'll have a go at it, and he played that rather well over the wide mid-on.
Beautiful stroke, was him just angling it in, over-pitched, and Kalawatharana hitting it superbly.
Immediately the mid-on is made to drop back as far as he possibly can go. Remember, he's got to walk inside the circle by the time the ball is delivered. And there's another scampered single here from a blistering shot into the covers, but that was a very good save. Shortish and pulled away through mid-wicket. This will be 4 runs.
Pulls it superbly over mid-wicket. Does like that shot. Gets in beautiful position.
But there was nobody close enough to get to it. To Kalawatharana, down the leg side, and it's flicked away. And this will probably go for 4, or will the fielder get a boot on it? He did get a boot on it, but it went off the boot and over the boundary rope.
And dive would have been a more sensible option.
Another big in-swinger. It's well played this time by Kalawatharana. He's going to get 4 more runs. So Wasim, having bowled a maiden in his previous over, goes for 9 in this one.
That's nicely timed. Well, that ball might be a little bit harder. Certainly gone off the bat a bit better. Hasn't got to the boundary, though. And that's the problem with no fine leg. Does swing it into the right-hander, and it's going to give him a problem if he doesn't get the line right. Straight down the ground. This should go for, whoa, I was about to say go for 4 in the end, with the chance of a catch.
He was the man out there, and this shot was caused by 2 very good overs by the Pakistanis. They tied the batsman down. It was a difficult one. He was running away all the time, but it definitely was a chance.
Hit away through mid-wicket. Might have enough on it to go to the boundary. Just wins the race. Another shot, and this might be big enough for maximum. It is.
To a man like Jayasura, this ball was short. It wasn't that bad, but wow, did it go for very fast and hard into that crowd there.
And this is smashed away through mid-wicket, and that's 4 more. 2 short.
The last over before the 15 overs are up, and they are smashing away because of the limited number of fielders out of the circle. That one down the track, almost as though it was a spinner bowling, and he hit it beautifully. So he's looked very impressive here this morning.
So now what do? They've decided to take the short mid-wicket and drop him back to the edge of the circle, and the short fine leg has come up into a gully position, and that's what happens. It's 4 more runs down to fine leg. Mere leg by. No leg by, in fact. Must have been a bit of a scratch on that one, so that brings up Ramesh Kalawatharana's 50. And his 50s come from 48 balls, that's all, with 7 fours. The more than a single, maybe. Oh, dreadful fielding. Well, symptomatic of the problems that Pakistan are having out there. Their fielding has been very, very poor indeed.
Shouldn't have prevented the 100 partnership coming up, as it did in only 102 balls and 80 balls.
So Kaluharana goes down the wicket and hammers rather well through the covers. Long run for a man out there in the sweeper position, and they can get 3, although it's going to be tight. In fact, I think this might be out. Well, that was a wonderful return there from Wazim in the deep. From Inzamam. I said a moment ago he's got a tremendous arm. He was slow to getting it to it. That's why they took the third, but he's got a tremendous arm, and I think that this is going to be out. Where's the batsman? There he arrives now. Oops, it's close, but I think he's got the bails off, and I think he'll have to go. Yes, no doubt about it. Wonderful throw from Inzamam, and the first wicket is down, and Kaluharana has been run out for a very good 50 indeed. And what a throw to run him out for 54, Sri Lanka 107 for 1. And that's
very, very consistent performer. Jayasuriya has become, in limited overs cricket, of boundaries. No ball call. He's got that down wide, a third man, desperate dive, but 4 more.
So lots of singles still available.
Well, he's missed it. No, he hasn't. He's nicked it. Umpire Rudy Kutchen up there is on his way. So Razak made up for a poor first over and captures a prize wicket with the first ball of his second. So, Zanat Jayasuriya, 57 of 71 deliveries, 5 fours and a 6. Worthwhile putting a bit of pressure on, trying to get a wicket by having them go over the top, as Ranatunga has there. A good shot, he got hold of that. Did.
Ranatunga coming down the wicket. Fine shot, well balanced, well over that mid-wicket boundary.
No ball, and Ranatunga's gone for the big one. Everybody, they thought they got a wicket, but it is a no ball. So to the Ranatunga. And the 200 up for Sri Lanka. That's Ranatunga's 50. Really opened the face on that one and has finally got it over the rope before.
Boundary.
50 for the Sri Lankan vice-captain, Aravinda de Silva. Acknowledges the applause from all around this very quaint little cricket ground.
He's gone on to make hundreds.
That's a good shot. Now, that's a great one-day cricket shot. He did everything.
Fine shot. He's been looking in that area for some time now. He got it exactly where he wanted it, over extra cover.
10 in front of the wicket on the onside, 13 in front of the wicket on the offside. And that's where he'll get his next run. In fact, it might be a couple, and it might even be 4. Was him diving and missing it. So again, different performance in the field. Look how he's done. A bit of improvisation here, and it's going to go for 4 runs. Just whipping it over the mid-wicket's head. This is a magnificent shot. Lots of bottom hand in it, but he hit it very, very voraciously through the covers for 4.
I was talking about, there's no margin for error for the bat. The bowler now, the moment that he sees this one in the slot, bash, away it goes. perfectly into the gap.
Bowled in a mighty swing there from the silver, trying to hit it right out of the ground.
Which was so good. At the bottom middle of your screen, one boundary, 1-4 only in that 62 in 79 balls. So an excellent bit of virtuosity by this little man.
Oh, that was a very dangerous ball indeed. And in the end, Mahanama did wonderfully well. Not only to get some bat on it, but in fact, in the end, to get 4 runs down through the slip area.
And, of course, signaled no ball quite correctly by Danny Becker. This one definitely was waist high. We saw him being a little lenient earlier.
He just chips us up into the cover area. Again, it dropped short of the man out there, but I don't think he made the greatest of efforts, and it's gone for 4. He's gone high up into the air, and the cover man calls for it and takes it. Azam Mahmood gets underneath that. It was as easy a catch for Wasim Akram of his own bowling, but Azhar had his sights on it. And so he goes for 86 from just 82 balls, 5 4s and a 6, not a high proportion of boundaries.
He's signaling the sun was in his eyes, but rather surprisingly taking his cap off.
Bowled! Sneak right through, and Wasim Akram stands on a hat-trick. Azam Mahmood has to bowl the last over, and he's immediately hammered down to long off for a single, and they're going to go for a second, and a direct hit will see him just turn and run away to the pavilion. Umpire Danny Becker does not even have to involve the third umpire.
It wasn't to be, because Waka out there just stands there and hurls it in. He wasn't even walking in, he didn't run in, but then his throw was perfectly accurate on the full, and we have a run out. Chandana leaves for 1.
Peel for LBW. Side the stumps, another run out. But suddenly the Pakistanis are throwing the stumps down from everywhere. Good work by Azam Mahmood there. They had to try and sneak another single as he once again went for the big shot, missed it, hit his pads, and Azam Mahmood turned to appeal and then saw that they were going to scamper the run, immediately concentrated more on getting the ball in his hand, which he does there, and he has plenty of time to turn, take aim, throw down the stumps. Batsman not in the frame.
So that's the very impressive Sri Lankan scorecard. They could not have wished for much better, really. Half centuries from the top 4, and well, when the run's on, the chase is on at the end there, it gets a little difficult for the low order, but 295 for 7, an imposing total. And 2 big partnerships, always a hallmark of a good innings. 107th, the first wicket, laid the platform. And of course, De Silva came in at that stage. If the wickets had fallen earlier on, he might have come in later on. But De Silva and Ranatunga then adding 142 for the 3rd wicket. Quite brilliant stuff. Well, they all took a battering, really. Hussain, the left-arm slow bowler, probably the best of north of 40 in 10. But Waka Yunus, he went for 70 against South Africa in Durban, north of 68 in 10. Wasim Akram came back well, 3 for 53 in 10.
It's a good shot. Now, has he timed it sweetly enough to get all the way to the fence? Yes, he has. The brand new ball will help that as well. Good shot.
But that one certainly had no problems racing to the fence.
Down the wicket and smashed over extra cover. 1 bounce 4. Good aggression from Saeed Anwar. Smashed away again. Square of the wicket. Great shot.
And a fine shot from Anwar. Swinging over pitch, he gets onto very quickly. Lifting it over the short cover field. Square on the offside. Very strong.
And now gets into the act and seizes up.
He's been struggling with his footwork and to bat.
A brilliant catch. My goodness me, that was good.
Likes him in that area. Hit it pretty well. Roshan Harmona is a specialist close-in fielder. What a magnificent catch.
Well, Syed Anwar hits those as hard as anybody I know in cricket. Times. Straight down the ground. Hit that very hard. This he goes airborne. It's a huge hit. I think that might have been onto the roof of the little stand just alongside our commentary box here. Now Razak faces up to Pushpa Kumar, and he's caught and bowled in. So Razak's agony comes to an end, and this poor man slowly makes his way off.
Good catch. Pushpa Kamara, the long run-up and a rapid follow-through. Catching something hitting back at you firmly like that.
To watch in the world. This is a good blow by Ijaz. He looks suddenly as though he's found some form. Mr. Kamara bowls. Hit high and very handsomely by Ijaz. Now suddenly, where does Ijaz find this form?
Oh, he smashed that. Goodness me. Over the MCN signs. 6 more to Ijaz.
As he tried to catch it, and it rocketed into the roof of that little awning that he had.
There you go. Over the top. 6 again.
Now he does come down the wicket and hits a huge one. This could break a window here. Oh.
So it's coming straight for us in the commentary box.
This Lamastino from the commentary box in goes to Ijaz, who swings.
It's in the air. He might be caught. He is caught. Very good catch and backward square leg there. And Ijaz Ahmed has gone.
Brought by Pushpa Kumara. Constable and run ball. 54 balls, 3 fours and 4 towering sixes. Down the wicket, hit it high, over cover, and that's 6. Very good, it clears the crowd. Tremendous shot there. What a fine cricket shot that was.
Runs per 20 balls when he's around 13, 12, 14 and 14, so very consistent. And he's given that a hit.
And it's got through, yeah. I just had to wait for a moment because down the wicket, he's hit that miles. Over the side screen. Just might have landed in the big hole. Playing the reverse sweep, he should be caught, and is. Easy catch for Chaminda Vas.
Attempted reverse sweep from Moin Khan, getting underneath it. Chaminda Vas, the man just behind, square on the offside, an easy catch for him.
Yes, with that man in that position, it's a very low percentage shot that. And Moin Khan paying the penalty. Out for 34, but not a bad innings from 48 balls. Zimbabwe. Chandana, and meanwhile to Inzamam, opens his shoulders, coming towards us in the commentary box again, and just time, thank goodness, it's just below.
Probably the shortest boundary.
And he hits it. It's a good hit too. I think it might go for 6. Man was out there at long on trying to get round and make the catch, but he couldn't get there in time.
Fine shot from Hussain, straight back over Chaminda Vas's head. He really collected that one well. Was a man.
Wow, that's massive. That's all it takes to suddenly put it back to 7. Out. Wouldn't have been any good had they had the chat.
It was a first-class ball from Chaminda Vas. He's been punished today, and certainly that was the perfect answer.
Here it is to Inzamam. Down the ground, he's hit that very hard through the mid-wicket area. It's away for 4 and 100 for Inzamam Ulhaq. And what 100 it's been.
Absolutely scintillating. In only 101 balls, he's been out there 142 minutes.
That That's up in the air. Long off comes in to get under it and does so, but importantly, Inzamam has crossed. Mahmood not really getting it in the middle of the bat. Here we go. He's hit that over mid-wicket. That'll go for 4. What a great start to the over for Pakistan. Just what was required.
The game has been lost by Sri Lanka.
Chipped away past the man who's saving one. No fine leg. 4 more. That's out of the ground. What a way to finish. The crowd roar on. The players run off. Sensational finish from Wasim Akram. And over to spare.
Pakistan needed just 48 of 49 overs to get to the 296th victory. 300 for 6, held together quite brilliantly by the two men who've been so out of form on this Southern African tour, Ijaz Ahmed and Inzamam ul-Haq. Ijaz 59 for 55, and Inzamam 116 not out. Quite brilliant. Moin Khan supported him well, as did Mohammed Hussain, his first big outing on tour, and Wasim Akram thrashed it around at the end. 19 of 7 balls ended quite emphatically in Pakistan's favour. Two important partnerships here for the 3rd and 4th wickets, 80 and 90 balls, and then the tempo is up quite significantly by Inzamam and Moin Khan, 86 from 84 deliveries, 48 from 37, Hussain involved with Inzamam there, and at the end of 31 in 15 balls as Wasim Akram and Inzamam carried them to victory. Well, only Kumar Dharmasena could hold his head high here, 2 for 35 in 10 overs. The rest of them a real tasting